Fred Hammond once sang, "There's a hole in my soul that won't heal, and there's a rage and a pain, even now I still feel. And even though I'm a man, still I don't understand. But that's what happens when you don't have a father." The anger that used to erupt like a volcano from my soul was an outcry to answer the question from my natural father of why. Why did you leave? Was I not good enough? Was I not you enough? See, growing up without you caused me pain and dejection. I grew without the love of a male affection. See, this is the narrative of many children in this day and age that walk around in this fatherless generation. As a young child, my father was an absent memory from my fleeting childhood. So my environment became my father. And the street corners and the young boys felt so familiar, so the idle mind of my devil's playground abound heavily in my life. Basketball courts filled the time that should have been occupied by the one that impregnated my mother. I guess you can say that the courts raised me. A basketball was more reliable than him because no matter how many times I missed a shot, at least the ball was there waiting for me to try again. You see, this is the narrative of this fatherless generation. We grow broken in the places we miss out on love from. We got young boys taught how to deal with emotions. They choose aggression as the first language of fluent violence. Taught to hold in emotions and self-destruct instead of letting the tears self-medicate. We die slow and painfully. Young girls that grow without a father in their lives tell them that showing too much meat is the reason why they keep attracting dogs. For young girls that look for love in all the wrong places because they lacked it in the right places to begin with. This is for mothers that become fathers in their absence. You see, we often don't realize that even though the natural fathers are running, our Father in heaven is standing in the gap for our salvation. So on August 8th of 2004, I met my father on the road to Damascus, and he hasn't stopped loving me ever since. You see, God has been my father, and he has placed himself in the likeness of man to do his will in his fatherless generation. Like my grandfather, Brady, who unlike my father did not lay with my mother and run, but he birthed my mother and stayed. Like my uncle Glenn, who took 2 kids from fathers who had no fathers out the hood and became a daddy from his grace. See, this is for men that raised children that were never theirs to begin with and didn't come with their loins, but God placed a call in their hearts. You see, oftentimes we will bash the fathers that left, but forget in the love of the fathers that stayed and never left. You see, this is for men. This is for men that show their daughters how to be loved by a man in order to be protected from the men that will check off their virginities like a scorecard. This is for men that assume the greatest position possible in front of their families, on their knees, for teachers that become surrogate parents in the absence of supervision, for mentors who lead children to potential resting inside. This is for men that bow to the King of Kings, the Prince of Peace, pray steady, sturdy, and fervent in the prayer. This is for my father, who was a surrogate father, Raymond Thomas Cash, who God helped to use and leave a broken-hearted, angry child to become a man. This is for the language of healing in this fatherless generation. Our Father, who art in heaven, how kingdom come, thy will be done, hallowed be thy name. This is the Father of miracles that raised Lazarus from the dead. This is the Father of miracles that snatched Henry Green from the jaws of the enemy. This is for fathers of all fathers who loved his children so much that the dedication he sent his son to die for his sins on the cross of his children, the same sins his son never committed. This is for the Father who can show us men how to be just as good as the men that he blessed us with. For the fathers, and better than the fathers that we never had. This is for the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Alpha and Omega. This is for the fatherless generation. Let's introduce him to the father of this generation. Thank you.